I have this close friend of mine, and he is the closest person in my life right now. After so many months, maybe years, the question finally appears. Is he the one? Is she the one? You and I will find the right directions. This is your polished arrow. What's up, guys? It's Els, temenin kamu di Los Angeles. We are in episode 4. I'm so excited for today. I'm always so excited for these episodes. So you talk, you share, you laugh, you disagree, you change, you complain, you adjust, you talk again. Now, you think to yourself, is he a good fit for you? So this question, if he is a good fit for you, is essential for you to answer before you go to the if he's the one question. So ideally, you guys would just be a good fit for each other just by being who you are. Simple. You guys are soulmates. You guys are meant to be. But sometimes work needs to be put. Now, this is where you ask yourself, do you want to adjust for him? Do you want to be a good fit for him? And is he trying to be a good fit for you? Is he trying to adjust for you? When I say good fit, I mean having that someone complement you in your life and your life. And it's that feeling when you found that missing puzzle that you've been looking for your whole life, and even though they can't find that one missing puzzle from your life, they will help you to find it. So these, like, the both of you guys just have connected souls. You guys could read each other's mind. It's like, it's that feeling when you want something but you can't say it, but they've got that ready for you. Does that make sense? And that's what I mean by being a good fit. But that takes time. Being someone's good fit does not have to take it's not a one-time thing. It can take work. It can take process. So if you're worried your current partner isn't doing that to you, that's okay. It will build up eventually if you guys will want that. If you guys want to make that work. And there's a lot of tension and complexion when we question whether he or she is a good fit for you. So let's dig in. Now, I want to point out 4 main things that will help you answer whether that person is a good fit for you. Something to look for as you're looking for the answer is traits, values, beliefs, and intellectual intimacy. Let's start off with traits. So this is very simple, but some people actually tend to miss out on that because you guys tend to focus more of the feelings and how you feel on that person and how happy you are. But let's actually look out on how they are as an actual individual. How is their personality like? Are they extroverted, introverted, and are they assertive? Are they logical thinker, or maybe more of a feeler? How are they actually as a person? And find that out and ask yourself, does that fit you? Does that personality fit you as a person first? And this will be like a preference for some people. This will be a preference, but some people may look out on similarities. You guys tend to look for someone that is similar just like you, and but some may look for opposites. And some may love the relationship dynamics. For example, if you go on TikTok, really, you will see like golden retriever and a black cat. That's an example of relationship dynamic. And some will look for the moon and the sun. Something simple like that. But it can also be like moon and moon. Again, that is your preference. But it's still so important that you know them as a person. Alright, maybe let me share this. I'm more of an introverted person than I am an extrovert. And I love chatty people because that means I don't have to do the work. So, to start off, to have someone being a good fit for me, it's pretty important that they are an extrovert, because that would, for me, that would be pretty tiring if I were to talk to someone that's quiet, because I'm not really the chatty person. So that could be an example that you could look out for yourself. Next, we got values. Now, this is more a little bit more deeper, but this is when we're looking for values, you have to know this from yourself. What is something that you value, and what is something that they value? This Once you know the values of yourself, of his, of hers, and the values of your relationship, you will have a great foundation of the relationship. And when things get tough, by knowing the value itself, you can maintain the relationship. That's kind of like the key of how to know how to solve things in a relationship, is by knowing the values. So let's say I value communication. I value communication a lot. And if that person does not value communication as much as I do, then respectfully, that means that we're not a good fit. All right, third, we got beliefs. Now, this is very connected to values. And once you have your values set, your beliefs will be so connected to your values. And values and beliefs, this will have a big effect on discussions, communications, and the things that you guys will do. Because it's kind of like, if you have the same values and beliefs as someone, it's kind of like you're sharing the same intention with them. It's like you have a mutual strong understanding of life itself, not just about you guys. And honestly, I'm still learning about values and beliefs and what it really means. It's like a two separate meaning, but it really, really is together. But what I got from it was like, values is something that you want people to see you as, and beliefs is something that you do for people. It's something that comes from within. It is something that you decide to do for people. And let's say for example, I value communication and I believe in reassurance. Those two are very connected. Reassurance is a form of communication, but I love to reassure and I love to receive reassurance, because that's what I believe that will fix a situation. But I want him to just value communication, any type of communication in general. So that's kind of like the value part. Another thing that plays a big part in my belief is faith. And it's not about us having the same religion. It's not about that. It's, do we have the same faith? Are we on the same page as our faith? Like, how deep, how big, how much are you into your faith? Like, are you really committed into that? And how do you approach your own faith? Because some people may approach it differently, and I want to know how you really approach it. Last but not least, I always save the best one for the last one. And you don't understand how badly I want this to happen to all of us, including myself. Oh my God. Okay, so actually I wrote this like last minute, but it was just like, it had to finish this way. Intellectual intimacy is where you guys are mind readers to the both of you. Okay? You like connected souls. Like, you don't even have to question whether they're a good fit for you. They're the one. But sometimes they don't even have to be yours 24/7, 365 days. That's the hard part. But you know what? Before we get into that one, I just want to explain what intellectual intimacy really means. It's very rare. You know, it doesn't really happen to like it's not about just deep talks. It's more beautiful than partnerships. It's so much deeper into that. It's like you probably only have one or two people in your life that will have that deep intellectual intimacy. That's already where you guys are soulmates. But the hard thing is sometimes soulmates they don't really come into romantic styles. They can be platonic. And the thing is that you guys don't have to be a thing. You guys don't have to be one to have that. That's the hard part. But guess what? You guys have that intellectual intimacy. You guys know whatever's going to be the next word you're going to say when you guys are arguing. You already know their typical answers, their typical reactions. That's intellectual intimacy, and that's how you know if they're the one. Okay, I think it's my turn to share about mine. We've closed every points that were needed to be shared. And now it's my turn to talk. And I'm going to need to lay down for this one. Okay, so I have this close friend of mine, and he is the closest person in my life right now. And we have a great connection and all, but I just had a thought where I just had a feeling like sometimes we think things in a very different way, and we have a different approach to things, and we have a different style of living. Sometimes we just think very differently and live very differently sometimes, and I don't mind having different things in with my partner. I don't mind that. I don't expect them to have the exact same thing and be the same exact person as I am. I don't mind that at all. But it's to the point where I was like, can he understand me if... Well, yeah, that's just the question. Like, will he understand me at some point? And is he trying to understand me at some point? Because most of the time, I really do try to fit into him as much as I can. Like, I don't try to change myself, like my whole personality and all, but like I try to fit into him, you know? And but I just don't know if he's trying to do that for me. But those different things that we have is very crucial. Actually, it's very crucial, the way we communicate, the way we share like affection. Sometimes it's very different. So I tried asking that to a friend of mine. Shout out to David Jordan Perez. DJ, shout out to DJ. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. because I was like walking around at night. I think like at 2 a.m. I just asked him a bunch of questions whether he is a good fit for me. And guess what? I still don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. But but he cleared up some things. Like he cleared up some things for me, and we just had a deep talk on how to know whether someone is a good fit for you, and how you can take action into that, and how you can even try to be a good fit for someone. But yeah, for my close friend, I still don't know whether he's a good fit for me. Taught me was that whether that person is a good fit or not a good fit for you, it's important that you don't chase them. Let them be. That's how you actually know their natural reaction, and that's how you can actually kind of get the answer of whether they're a good fit or not. Like, their actions are the answers. So yeah, that's like the biggest way that I can find an answer for my situation right now. But I still don't even know for my own self. And wait, when you're trying to find that answer, it's a change will happen. A big shift will happen. And it's important to know whether you want to change for him, or is he willing to change for you. And those changes, it can't be forced. It can't be voluntarily. It has to be from your own craving to change for that person. It has to be from you, from your inside of you. It can't be asked. So yeah, so I think David taught me a lot of lessons, and one of them is being, don't change whether how badly you want to know the answer. And second is the changes you make for someone, and the changes he's willing to make for you should not be forced at all. Okay, teman-teman, that is it for tonight. Oh my god, I am so happy. I think this is one of my favorite episode, and I hope you guys love it. I hope everything is clear for you guys. You know what, at this point, if you guys have any questions, just comment it. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about, so but if you have anything in mind, anything in your heart that you want to talk about, teman-teman, comment it down, and I will see you next time. Bye.
You and I will find the right directions. This